So what's the first thing that comes to your mind when we think of the month of June? Is it barbecues, road trips, beach vacations? How about holiday lights? Yes, you heard that right, holiday lights. Thanks to our friends over at Govee, today we're going to be taking a look at some of their new line of outdoor lights. Today we're highlighting the permanent outdoor holiday lights, outdoor path lights, and full color spotlights. Now it may be summer, but it's never too early to start thinking about the holiday season or how to spice up your summer cookouts. So stay tuned as today we take a look at the Govee outdoor light family. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Smart House, where we explore and review the best in tech to make your home smarter. Today we're going to take you on a tour of some of Govee's outdoor lights. Now you've probably heard of Govee before. It's most likely for their office or studio lights that have become popular in the backgrounds of most of the YouTubers and TikTokers that you might watch. Heck, even I have one as my corner lamp in my office. But recently, they've gotten into the outdoor light game, gaining a lot of attention with their permanently installable holiday lights. Now, Christmas lights have been on my family's wish list ever since we moved into our first home back in 2006. And even further back than that, on my family's house growing up. Now, there was no way we were going to put any lights up on that house. But even our current house has some challenges when it comes to installing lights. The heights and the fact that I'm too cheap to pay somebody to do it every single year. So when Govee reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a look at their outdoor line, I jumped at the opportunity. They sent me 3 different types of lights from their outdoor line to play with and share with you. In addition to 150 feet of their holiday lights, I got a few of the path and spotlights as well. Now I do plan on releasing a full breakdown of each of these products along with the holiday lights a little bit later on. So let's jump in and take a look at these amazing lights. So first we'll examine the biggest upgrade to our home, the Govee's permanent outdoor holiday lights. These aren't your average LED strip lights. They offer smart control and per light customization. And the best part, you don't have to take them down each year after the holidays. You can also customize them for every season or use them as just simple security lights. With these permanent outdoor lights, you can get them in a few different kits. You can buy a starter kit with either 50 or 100 feet of lights. These lights are connected in segments that are around 16.5 feet each. So the 50-foot kit comes with 3 strands, and the 100-foot comes with 6. They also sell expansion kits that'll add either one 16.5-foot segment or 3. Now there is a maximum of 150 feet per kit, so you can have up to 9 strips connected to one controller and power brick. If you do need to go above 150 feet, you'll need to purchase multiple starter kits and connect each individual section to power. I would recommend attaching them 1 strip at a time so you don't end up like Clark Griswold.
Oops, got a little knot here. Work on that.
Now for the ground lights, let's start with the path lights, also known as landscape lights. These come in a pack of 4, with each light being independently controllable from the application. Now the spotlights come in packs of 2, and these of course are also individually controllable. Now both of these lights use a 4-pin waterproof connector to connect each light to the supply cable and the included power supply. Now let's take a look at the features of these outdoor lights. These lights are more than just a pretty face. Starting with the holiday lights, these lights can display up to 16 million colors, and each of the pixels can independently shine a different color. These lights are actually quite bright, offering a pleasant wall wash when installed under your eaves. Similarly, the spotlights and landscape lights can each be individually controlled within the application. Now, if you want to, you can control all the lights with the same color and control them as one individual light. Or you can use one of the many preset options, and you can even create your own. These lights also feature 76 preset lighting modes, 10 of which are specially made for the holidays like Christmas and Halloween. And here's the icing on the cake. If you have multiple Govee lights, you can sync their activities using one of their Dream View modes. Now imagine the synchronized light show that you can create for your next holiday party or really anger your neighbors. All of this can be controlled and customized from the Govee Home app. You can also apply some limited control from your favorite smart assistant like Google or Alexa. You also have the option of a few different community-created methods to connect it to Home Assistant as well. Now for most folks, installing these lights is a breeze. For the ground lights, you just lay out your main cable, connect the lights using the waterproof twist lock connectors, and power them up. You also use the included stakes to anchor the lights into the ground. Of course, the holiday lights are going to take a little bit more work. For most folks, all you're going to need is a ladder and a bit of patience. But if you're like me and have high peaks and hate extension ladders, then you might need to go rent a lift. Just like the other lights, the permanent outdoor lights simply plug into one protected outlet, eliminating the need for an electrician to install power in your eaves. They can be installed using the included VHB tape and a few pieces of screw and hardware. But for my installation, I went ahead and secured each light with a couple of staples each. I didn't want to have to go back up there and try to fix those lights without the lift. Now, as far as the tech side goes, you can use the Govee Home app to control the lights either over Bluetooth Low Energy or Wi-Fi. So you can directly connect to the lights using BLE, or if you're too far away, then you can control everything via Wi-Fi. They do have the option of local LAN control if you want to play with the API as well. Now, like most IoT devices, you'll have to have a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network to control the Govee lights. And of course, that network needs to be accessible outside your house. So keep that in mind if you're going to be installing these a long distance away from your Wi-Fi routers or access points. All right, so now that we've seen the features of these lights, let's head outside and take a look at what they can do.
All right, so the first area that we'll look into on the app is we'll click on Device. In here, you can see all your devices separated by different rooms. If you click on any one device, you can go in and set each individual color for each individual light, change the brightness between each, and customize the light to your liking. You can also use the music mode to have the lights synchronized to music either playing from the phone or from the device microphone itself. You can also go into scene mode, which will load some of the preset scenes that are available, or DIY, where you can create your own combinations like I have here for my red, white, and blue for the front lights. Of course, you get many more customization options with the holiday lights, where you can control the lights either by pixel or by segment. So this is a custom one that I created for US holidays, which looks like a US flag on the outside of my house. Now, one of the things I absolutely love about these lights, so you can set them up individually to look like normal landscape lights, and then with one press of the button, you can surprise your neighbors with a light show. You can also create some presets on your holiday lights that will illuminate certain parts of your house for a more subtle, everyday look.
Now, the real power comes when you combine other Govee outdoor lights.
So we click on the home screen. These top ones are presets called tap to runs that you can use to launch your own actions with one tap. The flag preset loads my red, white, and blue presets for both the ground lights and the holiday lights. And here at the bottom are some of the built-in presets that they've already created, like party mode, which has all the lights changed to different colors, and then a nice, easy meditation mode, which everything's a subtle blue with small pops of movement. Again, you can create your own tap to runs on any of these submenus.
Now, if you want to take your home light show even further, you can use the Dream View functions to create synchronized light scenes across all your Govee lights.
This synchronizes the sound effects to set a particular mood. So for example, you can set it for heavy rain, drizzle, spring shower, thunderstorm. And then here at the bottom, you can select which devices are currently being controlled under that Dream View. You can also change the brightness for everything or set individual brightnesses if you want to.
Now, right now, this is just limited to the presets that they have in the app, but hopefully they'll allow DIY in here soon. You can create basic groups to quickly control all or just some of your lights. You can set up automations that will turn the lights on and off at certain times of the day. Or you can do like I did and use the advanced automations to make your lights come on at sundown, get dimmer at 10 p.m., and then turn off 20 minutes after sunrise. Now, overall, I love these lights. They really add another layer of personalization to our home. I really can't wait until the next set of holidays to roll around to really show up all the folks in the neighborhood. I am going to play with the API and see what level of customizations that I can get using Home Assistant. I do have some ideas about syncing the lights to sports events that I really want to explore. Now, I will have a much more in-depth pros and cons list for each of these products in the individual products videos. But in general, I really liked the ease of installation. Unlike some other outdoor lights or even a DIY solution, there was no soldering, no prep work. I just had to plan out the wiring path, make some measurements, and then get the lights installed. It really couldn't have been much easier. I also really like the functions available in the system. For most folks, these lights will do everything you want, sometimes a little too much. I know some of the flashier effects would get me some very hateful messages on the HOA Facebook page, but these lights can do a ton. Now, the big thing here is the price point for the lights. For the holiday lights, this is a no-brainer. Many of my neighbors have spent many times more on their outdoor lighting just to have it up for one season. Now, the standard price for the 50-foot holiday light starter kit is $199, while the 100-foot is $299, with the one segment extension coming in at $49.99 and the three-piece coming in at $149. So if you wanted to do the full 150-foot of lights, it would set you back about $450 or around $3 a linear foot. The landscape lights retail for $129 for a set of 4, and the spotlights are $90 for a set of 2. Now, for the few things I don't really like about the lights, the main one is the wiring methods. I really don't like having each set of lights have a wall wart. It makes having more than a few sets of ground lights difficult. I end up having to get one of these waterproof boxes to run all my cables into. On the holiday lights, I would have liked to have a bit more flexibility on wiring as well. Right now, you have to have everything as one single line of lights with only one blank connector per set. But overall, I love these lights and I'm excited to show them off throughout the year. Now I know that was a very quick overview of what's possible with the Govee line of outdoor lights. But don't worry, I'm doing a full breakdown of each of the products that you saw today over the next few weeks, with more details on how to plan your install, some installation tips, and a full setup guide for the path lights, spotlights, and of course, the holiday lights. You can check the links in the description or the playlist I'll put right up here when those videos come out. Now, if you'd like to pick up some of these lights, I've got links to everything down in the description. Of course, if I find any active sales, I'll put a note in one of the pinned comments. If you do use these links, it will help to support the channel, and we really appreciate that. Now, once I get around to finishing those other individual videos, you can find links in the description, or you can check out a playlist that'll appear right here when they come out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.